Well, that was Half Street about an hour ago, lined up for their Trey Turner bobbleheads and to get into the ballpark for the nightcap. So they come sliding on in. And when you're coming off a devastating loss, you usually have to stew about it for about 24 hours. But for the Nats, it's only a couple of hours. Right back at it tonight, and we hope Trey and Harper come up big. They've been doing it a lot this weekend.
Yeah, last weekend it was Ryan Zimmerman and Anthony Rendon in Philadelphia. Those guys homered in back-to-back games. When you talk about this series this weekend, it's been Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. Last night in the 5th inning, Trey Turner hit one to right center, kind of electrified the crowd here. Then this one needs no words. Great call by my partner, great swing by Bryce. Little drop of the mic with the bat right there as he walks off the Phillies. And then earlier today, 5th inning again. Well, 1st inning, Bryce Harper goes deep. A tracer out of here. Girl asked for a ball. She got a ball. Then Trey Turner in the 5th inning once again. A low line drive out of here. Nice catch by the female fan out there. So those two have been the combination for success. A lot of taters and a lot of offense against the Phillies so far this year.
Yeah, getting it done at the top of the lineup. The Nats now continue to batter the Phillies in terms of power. 13 home runs in their last 6 games against the Phils. Harper and Turner right in the middle of it. Ryan Zimmerman's had his share this year. Jason Worth, who, by the way, is not in the lineup for the nightcap tonight either. So Max Scherzer, how deep does he have to go into a ball game to get a W? We'll find out tonight. 22 strikeouts, 15 innings pitched, and very efficient lately. Last 2 starts, he's been great. Here he comes again. For the achiever in you. Buy the Lexus RX featuring a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, standard. And by Ocean City, Maryland. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City. Book now at OCOcean.com. Now you know what it's like to face Max Scherzer. He leads the charge onto the field for the nightcap of the doubleheader. The Nats still trying to win a series tonight, despite this afternoon's disappointment. Yeah, Mom, it's still Mother's Day here. A lot of them here, 75, beautiful. Same temperature, basically, as it was at 36 when we started the game this afternoon. Phillies have a couple of wrinkles in their lineup. Michael Saunders bumps up to the cleanup spot after sitting out most of game one. Aaron Altair having a great month of May. In fact, he's one of the early guys who would like to be player of the month with his production. Andres Blanco is in there. Brock Stassi gives Tommy Joseph the nightcap off, and Andrew Knapp is catching. Scherzer, 13th career start against the Phillies. He's 8-1 with a 2.19.
11 strikeouts last start against the O's. Took a no-no into the 6th inning. Nats lost that one 5-4. Overall, he went 8 innings, gave up just a couple of runs on 4 hits, walked 2 Orioles, 113 pitches. So fastball average at 94. Slider, curveball change to complement the heater. The slider and change have been on point lately. And if you remember, Max likes to pitch the second game of doubleheaders is all I'll say. So here we go. Set the defense tonight behind Max Scherzer. Almost jinxed it before it started. Heisey, Taylor Harper, the outfield. Turner, Rendon, left side. Murphy, Zimmerman, right side. And Jose Lobato behind the plate in game 2.
Yeah, Lobe needs some playing time, needs to get a couple of knocks, and he gives Matt Wieters the evening off. Matt in the series, 2 for 8. So here we go with Cesar Hernandez. A walk and a base hit in the first game today, and in the series he's 2 for 7 with 3 bases on balls. Andy Fletcher, 19-year veteran, has the plate. Alan Porter at first, the crew chief Joe West at second, Chris Siegel at third. Hunter Wendelstedt gets the night off after working the plate this afternoon. They bring in an extra umpire for doubleheaders. Scherzer to Hernandez, and a strike at 7:07 gets us underway.
So far, so good.
Target away from Lobato. This ball to left. Chris Heisey on the run, 1 out. So this all means that Jason Worth will get another full day off tomorrow and then be ready hopefully for the Pirates in Pittsburgh on Tuesday, with Heisey starting out there tonight. Odubel Herrera busted up an 0 for 6 in the series with a pinch hit in game 1. He stepped in and Mex was already waiting for him. 76 on the hook for a strike.
If I'm a Phillies hitter tonight, I'm not waiting around for anything. First hittable fastball I'm trying to get on. Easier said than done with a Max Scherzer heater, but no need to get to 2 strikes, no need to wait around. He gets in these zones, folks. In the last start against the Orioles, the 11 strikeout game, carrying that no-hitter into the 6th. He has about 3 or 4 starts every year right in the middle, right around this time. We've seen it before, where the fastball command, the off-speed all match.
0-2. Herrera career night for 28 against Scherzer, a couple of RBIs. Max Scherzer, career start number 273. Still looking for that 130th career win. Out to left, and that's trouble. Herrera with a 1-out base hit.
Well, got his hands in a good position, pulled him inside the baseball, flirted into left field. First knock of the day, or the night, I should say, for the Phillies. Look at him just going cricket style to left. But I think the reason Max Scherzer gets in these streaks a lot is because he's like the pitching version of Ryan Zimmerman. There's so many moving parts to his delivery. When they're all on time, That's when, you know, the fastballs jump in, the slider change, curve, all complemented for strikes.
This ought to be a good matchup. Hitter going well. Facing Max Scherzer. Although Alter's never had a hit against him. Alter's homer leading off the top of the ninth really got that inning off to the rough start. Been on base 5 times in the series, 2 hits, 3 walks. Long hold. Altair never asking for time, and he takes one way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, what's the over-under on Phillies asking for time tonight and Max starting his delivery and then awkwardly stopping right in the middle out of the stretch?
Yeah, it's usually at least 2 to 3 times per game.
I'll set it at 1.5 and go with the over.
Here he comes home. 2-2.
Everybody get their Trey Turner bobbleheads? Are we okay? Everybody alive?
I thought it was a very well behaved and well organized crowd out there coming down Half Street.
I heard different reports. I don't know who you're getting yours from.
Somebody who walked through it. 2-2.
It's a good one, too. I mean, he's actually sliding in the bobblehead.
Lobaton moving away from the right-hander. Herrera running. Throw is just to the left side, and Herrera looked like he came off the bag momentarily, but was able to hang on.
Well, good news is it's a slider for strike 3, so Aaron Altair retired. You see Odubel Herrera almost coming off the base, and Daniel Murphy almost blocking the base with his foot. If his hand hits Murph's foot, he's out. Look at just sliding by the left foot of Daniel Murphy, beating the Lobaton throw. Pretty good throw, too.
2 down on the strikeout. And now the right fielder Michael Saunders in the cleanup spot. Murphy out in right field on the shift inside. Staying fair, and right to the bag, Ryan Zimmerman. So Max gives up a flare and a steal. And here come the Nats with Turner, Heisey, and Harper to get it started. Major League Baseball leading Nats in average and runs, 283 and 218 respectively. Fourth time in Trey Turner's short career he's gone home run 2 games in a row. 2-run shot 5th inning today. 2-run opposite field shot 5th inning last night. He's though 0 for 7 against Vince Velasquez. Time to take care of that. Velasquez's 4th career start against the Nats with a high ERA 6.88.
7th start of the season. His last time out faced the Nats on the 6th. 6-2 loser. 7 innings. Gave up 6 earned runs on 7 hits. Struck out 8 Nats. Didn't walk anybody. So fastball 94. Slider, curveball, pretty good change.
Yeah, he struck out 10 Nationals in 11 innings of work this year. First start, that crazy 7-6 game when the Nats held on to win in Philly. Trey, couple of homers, 4 RBIs in this series.
Averaging 9.18 strikeouts per 9 this year, Velasquez.
One-two pitch with an outside target, and Turner swings and misses on 97.
The defense for the Phillies in game 2 behind Vince Velasquez. Altair Herrera Saunders the outfield. Galvis Blanco left side. Hernandez Stasi right side. And Andrew Knapp behind the plate.
Pete Buchanan's ball club. Kind of an unexpected win today. They battled and they got it done in the 9th inning.
Yeah, they're feisty with the PH.
There's Chris Heisey. A couple of at-bats in the series so far.
They're deep inside the numbers on Vince Velasquez. Last 14 starts. See the numbers. The one number I found incredible, hitters are hitting 169, just 13 for 77, so make it 13 for 78 after Trey Turner's at-bat. And at-bats that end with a Velasquez fastball. I mean, why would you throw anything else with 2 strikes if you had those numbers?
Bryce Harper on deck and a 3-1 count to Chris Heisey. He's going to get the outside edge with that one. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
It's a good 3-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss. 97 twice for strikeouts, making this a very intriguing matchup coming.
We had a feeling with Max Scherzer and all his strikeouts, Vince Velasquez and all his strikeouts, it'd be a glove optional game on defense today. He's got a lot of giddy up late with that 97. It's every bit of 97 when it gets to the hitter.
Bryce is 2 for 3 career against the right-hander. Homer, 3 RBIs, and a couple of walks.
Yeah, hit a tater. I'm in.
Hope that kid's sitting in fair territory.
I don't think he is. Still like the sign though. Ooh, tried. I think it's hard for any helmet to stay on all that hair, right? That's why when he swings it comes off. It's not because the helmet doesn't fit, it's just kind of like sitting on top of the dew.
Pretty good breaking ball down and in.
Speaking of hair, this curveball had some on it. Look at this. Spin it up there.
Here comes a 2-2.
Just flicks 98 away on the black like it's nothing. Pretty good pitch by Velasquez there, painting with almost 100.
Harper the other way. Out of play. Haven't talked about this hardly at all this year. And who knows what happens on the next pitch. But Bryce, 27 strikeouts on the year and 121 at bats. And he's been a tough guy to fan in certain situations. From down and in to up and away here. 2-2 pitch. And ball is hit hard to right. Bryce Harper, fantastic at bat to extend the bottom of the first and get it to Ryan Zimmerman.
He's trying to sneak that curveball down in. The one he swung over, that one stayed up. And Bryce Harper with a bullet to right. There goes a no-hitter. On a 103-mile-an-hour line drive off the bat of Bryce Harper. That ball was scalded.
It's pretty good sound for a single.
Good sound.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman, who also has struck out just 27 times. So big guys doing damage and putting the ball in play. Great formula for the middle of the lineup. Ryan in the series 2 for 6. Couple of RBIs yesterday with that opposite field double. And he's 4 for 8 against Velasquez.
With
a homer and 4 batted in.
A tater. Where's that little kid?
They give him left center. So Velasquez finally off the stretch here in the inning. Target away on 2-0.
See or no?
Yes.
Green
with
light.
An exclamation point.
Green light all the way, baby.
Four-pitch walk from 2 out, nobody on to 2 on, and Daniel Murphy coming in.
Well, that's the dilemma that Pete Mackanin has with his young right-hander with the golden arm. Sometimes he gets too fine with the 97, 98. His pitch count goes up real high, and he only lasts 4 or 5 innings. Kind of seeing that. Nibbled a little bit with Bryce, left the curveball out over, and then didn't want anything to do with Ryan Zimmerman at all.
April 7th against the Nats, 94 pitches in 4 innings. last week against the Nats. 100 pitches in 7, where he covered a lot more ground. Low and inside to Murphy, and scrambling there, Andrew Knapp, the catcher.
A good stop by Knapp.
That one gets away, and the runners will move up. Harper to third, Zimmerman to second. Now we'll see how they treat Murphy with first base open.
He yanked a couple fastballs here back to back, and that's what I'm talking about. That's how the pitch count goes up. Nothing Knapp could do about that one. And you heard Daniel Murphy do his traditional IE, thinking he was going to get hit by that. Do you walk Daniel Murphy in the first inning? I don't think if you're developing a pitcher like Pete Mackanin is, you run from situations like this. He's got to learn how to get guys out.
Good eye by Murph, 3-0. Andrew Knapp looks over to the dugout again, and they're going to send him to first base on a 3-0 count. Who can blame him?
Ball 4 never happened. It's like if a tree falls in the woods kind of thing.
Early visit after 24 pitches by Bob McClure.
Does he have confidence to throw his heater here after yanking a couple to the screen, or does he start Anthony Rendon off with an off-speed pitch? Last meeting, May 6th. Fastball in, pull the hands in, get the barrel of the baseball, and watch her fly. Location mistake. Those two guys both homered off Vince Velasquez May 6th.
And that was right after a Zimmerman double, and Anthony hit a 3-run homer. Nats went on to win 6-2. That was the A.J. Cole game a week ago last night.
You can win a game in the first inning, especially when you have Max Scherzer on the mound. You can win it right here, right now.
And Rendon early in the count up there ripping on 96.
StatCast being brought to you by Amazon Web Services. Harper on third, Zimmerman on second, Murphy on first. Bases are loaded.
Brock Stassi way off the line at first against a right-handed batter, so right now Murphy's going to get out to about a 20-foot leadoff. Rendon couldn't check his swing that time, and usually he can pull it back, and now it's 0-2. Oh-2 pitch.
This is where, as a young pitcher, you have to kind of trust your stuff in the process and not think about, I'm getting this guy out 0-2. What am I going to set him up with to get him out maybe in a pitch or two? A lot of times, a young pitcher, you get in such a hurry to get that third out, especially when you have the bases loaded against a good hitter. You make a mistake out over. Good pitch, good block.
Velasquez career 11 and 10, 38th start. Big pitch here on 2-2.
Pretty good foul ball. 96 chasing him. When he started his swing, it was down the middle. Had some late arm side run.
So the Nats will make him throw at least 30 in the first.
Yeah, right there, it's a strike, and he has to swing because it's 96. Ball just kind of takes off late.
Off speed, chopper left side for Blanco. So the Nats make Velasquez work long and hard after he got the first two batters. 3 stranded, no score in the nightcap.
Against the Orioles was that animated conversation he had on the mound with Dusty Baker, telling his manager that he had enough to face Manny Machado and wanted to face the Orioles third baseman in that 8th inning. And after laughing about the language that he used to convey that message after the game, Max said that what led him to tell Dusty he had Machado was he knew the situation in the game. He knew he had a 2-run lead. He knew he had gas left in the tank for one more hitter. He knew how he'd pitched Machado in previous ABs and how he'd attack him that time. Max said you always want to give your manager options in those situations. You want to be able to tell him honestly if you have the pitches left in you, and if you feel the matchup is one you can win.
And he won the matchup, Dan, with a foul fly ball to Chris Heisey down the left field line. That's our Coons.com sideline report. When you're talking Cars, you're talking Coons. Top of the second, ball 1 to Andres Blanco. Getting a start tonight, 5 for 11 career against Max, and Blanco hitting .227 for the Phillies.
But I felt like that was kind of personal for Max. You remember Machado hit that home run here last year off him. And he wanted Manny Machado, and one of the classic moments this season. I got him. And then you fill in the blanks for the rest.
Scherzer in the top 5 in the league in 3 very important categories. We'll talk about one of those in a moment. 5th in innings, 1st in strikeouts coming in. And 33-year-old Andres Blanco with a base hit. And then there's the opponent's batting average, 2nd to Dan Straley of the Marlins. Tough to get hits. Only one tonight, a flare over Rendon. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blows it by him for a second K. Neeson on the pitch cast.
A little extra queso right here, 96, up and in. Tough to catch up to. Max Scherzer fastball with a high spin rate and kind of the three-quarter crossfire launch angle, getting underneath it almost has that rising effect to a hitter, especially when it's up in the strike zone with 2 strikes.
Here's Brock Stassi starting at first base. He takes 93 in there. Pinch hit double off the bench in the 8th inning this afternoon. Did not figure in the scoring. Yeah, Max gets it back from Lobaton and he's ready. 1-2 pitch, line drive, and Turner can't reach it. Pretty good approach by Brock Stassi, who's 2 for 2 in the series.
Oh, Pete McCannon was talking to me about Brock Stassi's swing. He said he likes it because it's in the strike zone for a long time. It's a level swing, and you saw a perfect example of that right there. That was not a bad changeup from Max Scherzer. Watch this pitch, the location. He turns it over, and how many times you've seen a lefty swing over this one? Stassi just goes extendo swing, stays through it, and gets himself a base hit. It's a pretty swing.
Here's Freddie Galvis. Phillies 8 games back in the Nationals, who didn't lose any ground to the Mets today. They led 7-2 at Milwaukee and lost 11-9. 4 straight on the loss side for the Mets. So they're still 7 back of Washington. And a ball slapped foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Other game in the division today. Marlins beat the Braves 3-1. So there's your East. Galvis a couple of walks in this series.
Freddie Galvis 0 for 3 in the first game. That's always tough when you're playing a doubleheader and you know the second game you're facing the reigning Cy Young Award winner. You put pressure on yourself in the first game to get some knocks because you know the second game they're going to be tough to come by, especially if you're a guy that's in there for both games.
Ball slicing and just a few feet foul. Chris Heisey giving chase. Fourteen pitches for Max, 13 first inning, and now this will be number 14 of this frame.
And I thought that was the only reason that doubleheaders were tough as a player, not physically. I mean, whatever, you're in your 20s, you're in great shape. It was the thought of having 10 at-bats in one day, possibly, especially around the road, right? Because you're going to hit in the ninth no matter what. And that was kind of intimidating, right? Got 10 at-bats. My average can either go way up today, it can either go way down today.
One ball, two strikes. Slow roller for Rendon. Chance to get the lead runner, and he bolts it over to Murphy. 5-4 on the fielder's choice to keep a runner out of scoring position.
Well, not an easy play for Anthony Rendon. This ball had all kinds of English on it. It was spinning like a top when he fielded it. So watch this ball, just a cue shot. Where's it going? It's going that way. Ooh, look at the last hop.
Yeah.
Had to give with it, almost fielded this behind him because of the spin. Looks it in nicely behind his left knee. Daniel Murphy acting like a first baseman, coming across, perfect.
Galvis at first, 2 down. Andrew Knapp, the catcher. Cameron Rupp's back up, and he's doing a nice job, hitting .281.
See, this is a situation where you're okay with 7 stealing second with 8 hitting. Freddie Galvis can run. Runs to come by off Max Scherzer are tough, right? You have a feeling he wouldn't pitch around Andrew Knapp to get to the pitcher. So this is a situation where the stolen base is in play with 2 outs, in my opinion.
2-0.
Normally, no, because if you're the 7th hitter, you steal second, they walk 8 to get to the pitcher. But against Max, you got to do things a little differently to force the issue and try to get runs and be creative.
ERA coming in 2.59. 4th lowest in the National League. Murphy, couple of steps onto the grass. Turner deep up the middle, it's short, and a 2-1 count to Andrew Knapp, and a step off by Max.
Pretty big lead by Galvis.
Crowd getting into it a little. They want this top of the second, which has gone on a while, to be over. 2-2 pitch. Runner started, then stopped, and it's 3-2.
Percentage of fans that walked out after game 1, whipped the U-turn, and came back for game 2 with their Trey Turner bobblehead. Go.
I'm going to say a healthy 62%.
Wow. I was going to say 20.
Yeah, not the easiest thing on a schedule, the Sunday night game. Strike 3 call. Andrew Knapp was ready to toss his bat over toward the on-deck circle and go to first. He's probably thinking, I'll take that for my pitcher. But he strikeout victim number 3. Strike. Just 23 strikes through 2, but he has 3 Ks. And when the Nats win and score 7 or more, get 50% off. Regular menu price online orders at papajohns.com. Promo code NATS50. Papa John's, proud partner of the Washington Nationals. Last time the Nats were swept in a doubleheader was 7 years ago at Colorado, May 15th of 2010. 18 doubleheaders since then. They've won 6 of those and split the other 12. And taking care of business tonight would give them a series win. Michael A. Taylor, 4 for 8 in the series, having a good weekend against Philadelphia pitching.
I knocked on my wood desk over here after we showed that, so we're good.
That red painted wood desk has been around this booth for a long time. I don't know if you know this, it used to be white. We got sick of looking at it.
Who painted it?
I think our high home camera guy Tom Ward painted it about 8 or 9 years ago. Then when I ordered some new cabinets for this side of the booth, we gave you that, and it's still hanging.
I like it.
1-1. Got to have something to knock on up here.
Something to throw all my junk in.
One and 2 to Taylor. 1 for 5 with a walk against Velasquez. Swing and a miss, and he has fanned 3 of the 4 batters he's retired.
Oh, with fastballs.
Next up, Lobaton.
So 13 for 80. Opposing hitters are when Vince Velasquez throws the fastball to end the at-bat.
Well, you talked about his last 14 starts, 2-7 with that 5.95 ERA. His first 16 big league starts, 8-2 with a 3.15. So there have been adjustments made by the guys facing him. Up to him now to readjust. Always a good thing to have 96 in your back pocket.
That and a horseshoe. I think a horseshoe is better than 96. Take a horseshoe in my left pocket and my right pocket and throw 85.
Happy Mother's Day. Into the evening we go. 1-1 to Lobaton, who's 3 for 32 this year. And Jose takes a big rip. Did a mom make that play? We're hearing a cheer. Somebody might be going deep tonight. Velasquez has given up at least 1 homer in every one of his starts so far.
It's the loudest cheer for a foul ball I've ever heard at Nats Park. Pretty good crowd. I'd say close to 30 for the night game.
Had 31,738 in here this afternoon. That's in the top 6 in the National League in attendance. Andy Fletcher clapping his hands, trying to get this game moving. 1-2 to Lobaton with Scherzer on deck. That's number 4 swinging. 7 strikeouts combined by the 2 starters already.
Mercedes on the pitch cast, challenge fastball. A lot of late life. Velasquez is feeling the heater. How long can he keep up this pace, though? He is letting it rip early here.
Max is 2 for 4 against him. He goes up ripping.
If you're a young pitcher and you have any sort of cockiness to you, wouldn't you think that facing a guy like Max Scherzer would be, you know, a nice measuring stick for you in your career?
Sure.
I mean, you take that and go out there with a little swagger and say, I'm going to show Max Scherzer what I got tonight. And you kind of get that so far from Velasquez, just challenging nat hitter after nat hitter with the fastball. Really hasn't thrown anything else. Maybe a nasty curve to Bryce comes to mind before he got the base hit, but it's been all heaters.
Scherzer fighting, 3 hits and RBI on the year. Scherzer to right center, heading for the track and run down by Michael Saunders.
What a catch.
You know, they were all playing rather shallow, and Saunders had a long way to go for the 3rd out.
Yeah, I thought this was over his head. Fully extended, fence approaching. Nice play by the Phillies right fielder. Max hit it hard.
Brought to you by T-Mobile. Jason Kipnis, he's a guy who fights you. He's having a good year, and so are the Minnesota Twins. Came into the day in first place in the AL Central. Our buddy Tyler Moore, a 3-run pitch homer. Those were all the runs for the Marlins, and a 3-1 win at home over the Braves. And Michael Conforto homered his first time up. Almost had a cycle, but then his team's pitching staff fell apart and they lost 11-9. So well done, Tyler Moore. That's the great news of the day, right?
Timo, do it, baby. All right. Timo loves yoga. Just ask him. Yoga in the Outfield returns Sunday, May 28th. Nats Padres, 1:35. With the purchase of this special ticket, you receive a Nationals yoga mat and enjoy a post-game yoga class with Bob Carpenter as your instructor. Visit nationals.com/special ticket, and Bob will lead you all in some sweaty hot yoga.
Yeah, they do a lot of yoga in Mississippi. Yeah.
Does he have lights across his eyes?
There's some lights out there by Shake Shack.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Vince Velasquez, 3 for 12 on the year. He can hack, 212 career hitter, but 0 for 3 against Max. One.
A doubleheader. Been here since 9:30 this morning. A double cheeseburger from Shake Shack wouldn't hurt anybody, I don't feel like.
Take a vanilla malt.
Fries.
Murphy right there for the line drive.
Two pitchers going at it. I'll tell you what, that's the best swing I've seen Max Scherzer take in a long time. He always gets his signals right in clutch situations, but I didn't know he had that kind of pop going the other way. He squared that ball up.
First time around the order, Phillies go 2 for 9 against the Nats starter. Nats went 1 for 7 with 2 walks against Velasquez. For Cesar Hernandez, fly ball to Heisey left. First time up. Next takes a little bit off, gets the hook in there, 1-1. 35 pitches, 23 strikes, first 2 innings.
Five shakes.
One pitch. Dropping the changeup in there. Counts even. That'll be foul. Target is on the outside edge. And that's a 2 hoppers. Big second hop to Daniel Murphy. And Max Scherzer against Odubel Herrera here with a chance for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day.
Ball kind of jumped up and almost bit Daniel Murphy there at the end. You don't usually see hops like that on the infield at Nats Park. Maybe doubleheader, 2 games. Dragging the infield a lot.
Yeah, they dragged the infield as soon as the first game was over. Then the grounds crew came back out a little later and hosed it down some. Very windy here this afternoon. They probably lost some soil off the infield. I mean, it was blowing and going. Strike 1 to Herrera, who dropped a base hit over Anthony Rendon first time up. Just a beautiful, calm night at the ballpark right now. Beautiful evening, 75 degrees at first pitch just under an hour ago. BCFP and DK, second game of the doubleheader. And despite the disappointment of this afternoon, the Nats could win a series with a win tonight. Day off tomorrow, on to Pittsburgh and Atlanta. Pirates embroiled in a 4-4 game in the ninth at Arizona. D-backs have a couple of guys on. They're trying to walk off the Bucks. It's the only other National League game still going on. .96 for strike 2. Pitch number 50.
see if he goes to that changeup here. He's thinking about the fastball, then was a little late to it. Sometimes a hitter, you cheat to get there with 2 strikes. You're thinking about it. It opens up the changeup the other side. They're just going fastball the other side.
Target away, 2-2. Hot shot, 1 hop, Trey Turner. And Max Scherzer on a close play at first gets his initial 1-2-3 of the night. Top of the order, straight ahead for the Nats in a scoreless nightcap. Here early. There's our due-up. Top of the order, bottom third, and what they've done against the Phillies. Trey Turner, all that damage in this inning. By the way, it's brought to you by Mazda, where driving matters. Chris Heisey has a homer against the Phils. Game 1, Trey went deep again.
Home runs matter. Trey Turner's 4th of the year in game 1. So it's his bobblehead day. Sort of, you know, got rained down on Friday. Everybody waiting. Maybe he does it again here. Didn't Daniel Murphy walk off somebody on his bobblehead day?
I believe so. Hot shot, and bang off of Hernandez. He went to a knee. It was hit really hard. How do they score it?
I think that's a hit. That was a 102-mile-an-hour ground ball. And while it was right at him, Carp, I think you really made a good point about some dirt being blown off the infield, because it's playing like a parking lot. And players will tell you, Nats Park usually has one of the best fields in the big leagues. But I think today, because of the wind, maybe it dried out the infield, but it's playing firm. They scored in an error, but I don't know. It's a pretty good fielding second baseman.
Phillies' second fewest errors in the National League to Cincinnati.
But I mean, if you gave Adam Lind an error coming over to the dugout in the sun, trying to negotiate a fence on a short pop-up,
yeah.
Well, I mean, why would you give that a hit?
Heisey swinging strikeout first time. Well, if you're looking for some hope and some trends early in the game, 2 consecutive batters have stung it. Scherzer and then Turner. Everybody in that first base dugout wants Chris Heisey to get a hit so bad they can hardly stand it. Look where the catcher is. He didn't have to reach much for that ball that was about 3 feet outside. Heisey to left. Aaron Altair for the first out. All right, here comes Bryce with a man on.
Yeah, I think if you're Trey Turner, you hang around for a couple of pitches, leave that hole open for Bryce, and then maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, you think about taking off. I don't think you want to vacate first base and let the Phillies maybe pitch around Bryce, but we'll see how they approach him. Bryce hit a curveball really, really hard his first time up. Should get a fastball here from Velasquez. They've been trying him away.
Well over 100 miles per hour on a first inning single to right. Time given. Ball gets through on the swing and the miss, and down to second. Turner. Curveball in the dirt.
So what do you do now? You got strike 1 on Bryce Harper, but all of a sudden first base is open. 5-hole gets through Andrew Knapp's legs. Do you pitch around him? Do you pitch carefully to him? Guy on deck's hot. Guy in the hole's hot. I don't know. This is the dilemma Pete McCann and every manager faces against this lineup.
Sounds to me like he's in hot water. Wild pitch, they rule. He doubles up on that, and Knapp has to slide to his right to make a fine play. Bryce, 32 RBIs.
Andres Blanco's playing so far off the base on Bryce. Trey Turner might be able to beat him to the base on a steal.
Yeah, Trey could get a bigger lead than what he's taking right now.
Yeah, Blanco's peeking at him.
Good take, and the count is now in Bryce Harper's favor.
And if you're watching Blanco after the pitch, he's taking 2-3 hard steps toward third base. See how far off he's playing. It's hard to get all the way to third, square up, grab a ball, and tag a guy from that far away.
Now Galvis moving in behind Turner a little more. Bryce spotting the depth of the pitch, and he lays off 3-1. Seeing the ball so well.
Are you looking for a walk? I'm looking for a walk. You see it?
If they give him anything to work with here, they're nuts.
Nope.
Well, they walked Murphy 2 innings ago on a 3-0.
Huh? Nope. Gotta go change up here, don't you?
Galvis is looking right over Bryce's shoulder, or rather Turner's shoulder now at second, and here comes the conference.
Fastball away, see if he chases. Change up away, see if he chases.
Three-1 pitch in a scoreless game. And he throws it in there at 96.
I don't think Bryce was expecting that. You know, step off, conference at the mound. Last thing he was looking for was a 3-1 heater with a lot of plate. I know I wasn't.
Harper, right side, base hit. Here comes Turner. Bryce Harper delivers again. Now he's going to second, and he's in a rundown. Galvis will tag him for the second out, but the Nats lead 1-0 on Harper's 33rd RBI.
Check out the sequence. Vince Velasquez versus Bryce Harper. He singled on a curveball first time up. So a couple of curves in the dirt, fastball away. Then he goes changeup, or maybe fastball down to another fastball. And there's the curveball, 3-2 pitch. And I don't know that Bryce had to go to second just because Trey Turner's so fast. You know, usually you go around first base to draw the throw when you have a slower runner because you'll trade the out for the run. But you can't fault Bryce's at bat. That was a beautiful thing. 2 for 2, an RBI. Nats up 1-0.
And Bryce is 5 for 10 against the Phillies with 4 RBIs in this series now. Scherzer has a run with which to work, and here's Ryan Zimmerman, bases empty. Whoa! And we could hear Ryan doing a Murphy with a little outburst with that one headed his way. Wow.
I think Jason Worth doesn't like that. It's just so funny in today's game. You buzz the tower and everybody freaks out. You know that Reggie Jackson, Bob Welsh at bat I talked about? I went home and watched it last night after the game. Welsh threw 2 under his chin in that sequence, and it was just part of the game. And you see Jason Worth's concern. That's one of their best hitters, and his guy at the plate didn't like it. Anytime it's up around the tower, it'll grab everybody's attention. But that's something that used to happen, I don't know, 5-6 times a game back in the day. Now you just don't see it anymore.
Two-one pitch. Long drive, left field. It's not gonna go. It looked great off the bat. There's no breeze blowing tonight, and Altair, as it ended up, had plenty of room. But Harper's RBI gets the Nats a lead as we move to the middle innings. Here we go, top of the 4th. Max Scherzer back to work. Aaron Altair, strike on a running fastball under his hands.
It's a beautiful montage coming back from break. Every good game needs a montage, I always say.
Had everything but the disco ball going there. Pretty cool. Change up, 1-1.
Yeah, that was a little disco-y, wasn't it?
Yeah, it started off pretty classical, and then it got
little Bee Gees.
70-ish on us.
Yeah, a little Bee Gees cover band there. You used to have bell bottoms and long hair.
What do you mean used to?
What are we doing here?
I don't know.
You think it hit him?
Phillies looking at it.
Shouldn't Altair be running to first if he thought it hit him?
Andy Fletcher showing lots of patience here. Clock is ticking. They're going to look at it.
Let's take a look and pretend we're New York. Ready, Carp? We're just going to be like,
okay, Command Central, we have the pitch on the way. Did it hit him? What do you got? Oh, it looked like it might have nicked his leg. What do you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Washington, send him to first.
Washington umpiring crew. That's a hit by pitch.
I've always wanted to do that. That was cool. But we just did it that quick, so we're better than New York.
I don't know about better, but maybe this instant quicker. And down to first base he goes.
But if you're facing Max Scherzer in a 1-0 game, wouldn't you go to first if you were the hitter? Maybe he wanted to hit, or maybe didn't feel it.
Max, third hit batter of the year. Here's Michael Saunders, who bounced out to Ryan Zimmerman, ending the first inning. First pitch curveball for a strike.
Stealing a lot of strikes with the curveball tonight.
One. That's playing the lefty to pull. Turner right up the middle. Max holds on too long. 2-1. Catchers love to pick guys off first, don't they?
Tough with the lefty up there, though.
Up the middle, off Max, and down he goes. Zimmerman picks it up, and now Max pops to his feet.
Oh, that got him square, man. He's trying to tough it out, but that got him square. He wants to go down, but he... Oh, man.
Lazard, hand on his knee. Max Scherzer. Lots of pain.
Left knee, it looks like. I mean, that's a tough guy, folks. Real tough. And if he's going down like that, obviously not a good thing. That ball was smoked. Yeah, we feel that too. That was 100 miles an hour off. It looked like maybe the outside of his knee, his landing knee.
Standing O from the crowd here.
He is one bad hombre, folks. If he stays in this game, I won't be shocked. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'm sure Dusty and Paul Lessard will insist he throws some pitches if he wants to stay.
Chanting, let's go Scherzer.
Well, in just over 2 seasons, he has won over this town. Not only because of the no-hitters in the 20 strikeout game, but just the way he goes about his business every 5th day.
I think Dusty, everybody on defense, everybody in this crowd wait all night to see if Max Scherzer's okay. Take your time, man. There's no hurry. Look at this.
Andy Fletcher gives him a baseball. Lobaton gets behind the plate. Let's see if Max can land.
Take your time, man. Look at this.
Unbelievable.
Does he fire you up or what?
Matt Grace up just in case, and now he looks in.
He is one bad hombre, folks. I'll tell you what, they don't make him any tougher than Max Scherzer. And every 5th day, he fires me up the same way he fires you up. That's 100 miles an hour off his knee. He's still in this game. I mean, we'll see how long he stays in this game, but they don't make him tougher than Max Scherzer, folks. Old school all the way.
Yeah, he got up and then back down he went.
It's one bad dude.
Andres Blanco is the next hitter. 2 on, nobody out. Rendon even with the bag at 3rd. Max off the stretch. A ball to right. Bryce Harper to his left. Tagging at 2nd is Altair.
Look at Max Scherzer backing up 3rd base. He just sprinted behind 3rd. He was flopping around. He stays in the game, and not only does he stay in the game, he sprints to back up 3rd on a fly ball to right. Are you kidding me? I mean, most pitchers don't back up 3rd, period, in the big leagues. Watch Max Scherzer. Full sprint once he sees Bryce is going to catch it to back up 3rd base after he gets hit by a line drive. I got goosebumps.
One out. Runners at the corners. Brock Stassi, the hitter.
Wow. I mean, he's gotten standing ovations coming off the mound before, no hitters and near perfect games. This is right up there in my book. I don't know if I've ever seen a pitcher stay in there. Usually they're coming out on that.
Yeah.
Most guys are.
Standing ovation for staying on the mound.
Pitching for a strikeout right here.
Target away by Lobaton. Out of play. 0-2.
96.
Third base, Altair. First base, Saunders. Base hit. Game's tied. Brock Stassi, great approach again. He's 2 for 2. Both the other way. Freddie Galvis is next. High for force play to Anthony Rendon, first time up. Long look at second and another.
Kind of favoring it a little bit, but not a lot. It's more when he gets the ball back from Jose Lobaton than in his delivery, where he's just kind of taking some weight off the left leg. I'd imagine that thing's going to get tight between innings. Probably already getting tight.
Oh, 2. 1 out, 2 aboard. Off speed, and Galvis just able to get a piece. Mike Maddox to the mound.
But he's seeing something. Does he want to make sure he's okay? This is just a little safety check, I would believe. Making sure he's not favoring it and maybe overcompensating somewhere. Or they're seeing some funny business at second base, one or the other. I mean, the fact that Max is talking to Jose Lobaton tells me they think there's some sign stealing going on. He'd be talking to Mike Maddox only if it was a check of his injury. They're changing the signs.
Nine pitches since Max went down.
Yeah, first one's not a visit, in case you're wondering. Anytime a trainer goes out because of injury, that doesn't count.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the pesky Freddie Galvis. Contact guy. Outside, 2-2.
See if they give a sign here. They're just talking about what pitch they want to throw. A lot of times you'll see those guys run out there and not even give a sign if they think signs are being relayed from the runner at second. Now they're giving them.
Now time.
There was numbers and taps and wiretaps and CIA. All kinds of different stuff going on here.
Swing and a miss. First base occupied. No need to tag the batter. Max Scherzer, a courageous 4th strikeout.
When you've played a team this much early in the season, you figure you should know his sequences. You should know his signs. If you don't, you're not doing your homework, and that's incumbent on the team that is given the signs to figure out new signs, so you can't steal them. Nasty slider by Max to get the 2nd out.
Number 8 hitter Andrew Knapp.
Pitchers are comfortable with a sequence with a runner on second base. It's so they don't have to think and pitch. But when you face a team this many times early, it's up to you to change your signs. And maybe Max didn't have to worry about it, Carp, because not a lot of guys get the 2nd off him.
Doesn't happen a whole lot.
He doesn't have to give in here in a 2-1 count. He's got Vince Velasquez on deck. The base open is 3rd, but with his command, he doesn't have to worry about walking in a run. So I don't know if it's in his DNA to pitch around to anybody, but he could if he wants to right here.
Three and one.
Could use a little help from his friends in the stands right about now.
Counts full.
Hasn't thrown a lot of them here, but the changeup's definitely open here. 3-2 with the runners moving, the pitcher on deck. Raring back, country hardball.
Three-two again, and just in case somebody left too early. Right side, base hit. Saunders scores. Stassi to 3rd, and the Phillies lead 2-1.
Pretty good at bat by Andrew Knapp. Hung in there tough. And the more fastballs he saw, the more he timed them up. This is another fastball from Max. And Knapp all over it. Runners on the move, no chance at the plate. Just tapped through the hole perfectly. And now the line moves to the Phillies pitcher.
Velazquez hit the ball hard first time. Line drive to Daniel Murphy. Three hits in the inning. And the hit batter got this started. Playable. Ryan Zimmerman. Phillies pick up 2. But the big story, Max still pitching. Center more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. Thomas Jefferson won this afternoon, and he's going to sweep the doubleheader. He ties Abe with his 7th of the year.
So this between innings just about, I don't know, 2 minutes ago. Checking on Max Scherzer in the dugout. And my lip reading skills tell me that he says, forget it, he's staying in the game.
76 pitches, 57 strikes. Time for the offense to get busy now against Vince Velazquez. .251 Phillies, 1-2-0 Nats. They've stranded 4, Nationals 3, all in the first inning. Murphy intentionally walked in that frame.
Got to keep moving. Can't sit down. If you sit down, it's going to get tight. Looks like he's taking inventory, doesn't it? We're talking about the signs with the runner on second still.
Oh, 2 to Murph. Had to reach for a curveball that was coming back. Hernandez throws him out.
The Force returns to D.C. Saturday, May 27th. 3rd annual Star Wars Day at the ballpark. First 25,000 fans. Nats Padres game. Receive a Chewbacca koozie honoring everyone's favorite Wookiee. Visit nationals.com/promotions for more details. Who's your favorite Wookiee, Bob?
I've only ever heard of one.
Right.
He was pretty old looking back in the 70s when this all started. Don't know what he is in Wookiee years. Rendon a bounce out to 3rd with the bases loaded to end the first inning.
Wookiees have a lifespan of several hundred years, it says on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just a youngster.
Yeah. Did they use just for Wookiees when their hair turns gray, or did they just let it rock?
Don't know. You're the product guy, not me. You asking me?
I use that. How's Bob Henley looking?
Human.
Speaking of product. Yeah, he's still got some left over from the day game. And
He's
his
like
beard.
a little more company over there, though.
Look at his beard. Yeah, he's got a seed, some sunflower seeds in there, doubleheader seeds, some sunscreen. Could use a few friends to run by him.
Oh, 2. Alaska still pumping strikes in there. Looks like the long layoff of that half inning didn't bother him. And he'll show the slider away. 1-2.
It's really important for Velasquez to get his secondary pitches over because, you know, he's thrown a lot of fastballs and they have late life. But that late life is going to diminish as his pitch count goes up. So he's not going to be able to power through this lineup like he has early. The way he gets through it second, third time is by getting that curveball over. And he really hasn't been pitching with one pitch for the most part tonight, the fastball. And it's been good. But he's going to need more than that moving forward.
2-2 and Rendon to second. He's had some hitters reaching. And he gets another ground ball here in the 4th inning. Michael A. Taylor is next. By the way, the Phillies have pitched the Nats pretty well in this doubleheader. Washington consecutive hits in the 1st inning of this afternoon's game. That has not happened since. They've had a couple of innings with more than one hit, but nothing to keep the line moving against Pete McCannon's pitching staff today. Michael saw a breaking ball. Was sitting up. 0-2. He's had a good series, 4 for 9. The number 7 or 8 hitter capable of leaving the yard at any time. And Velasquez then calls on the 99 to strike him out. 4th inning of Nationals baseball was brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Well, we hope Max Scherzer's still going to pitch for a while. It's a 2-1 Phillies lead. top of the order coming for the Phils. All right. Which player recorded the first hit in the Nationals uniform? Unscramble and text the answer to 29292.
Rec Lunso. Really underrated player.
I think that guy we're unscrambling there had a couple of cycles.
Psychos?
Cycles.
Oh. I always thought Rec Lunso was crazy. Guy played like a nut.
Cesar Hernandez 0 for 2 against Max tonight. 0 and 2.
First name Arb.
I don't know, but hitters have a name for that pitch.
Phil.
Nasty. Strikeout number 5 for Max Scherzer.
Yeah, the curveball has been his best secondary pitch tonight. I don't know that we've said that this year. Usually it's fastball slider, fastball change. Tonight's been fastball curve. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
Curveball for Herrera. Who would have thought, after what we saw about 15 minutes ago, that we'd be watching this one inning later? Swing and a miss, and there's the slider. Strikeout number 6.
You know, right before we showed you the Mass and Reed and the word scramble, Max Scherzer was walking to the mound. He had that little snarl growl thing going on. So he's really reaching back here and digging deep to get a couple of strikeouts to start out the 5th. And if
Aaron Alter, who got brushed with that pitch leading off the 4th.
If I'm standing behind him, I mean, I'm inspired. I'm trying to find any way to scratch 2 runs across and get him a win tonight. When you see your leader, your guy, your ace, take a bullet off his knee and stay in a game and do what he's doing, it fires you up. A lot like Jason Worth's home run the other night to get that 9th inning going.
Swing and a miss. He gets a little breather in the dugout and comes out and strikes out the side. Strikeouts 5, 6, and 7. Hernandez, Herrera, and Alter. Max Scherzer. Nobody like him. Yeah, Bryce, it's Mother's Day, providing innovative, high-value dental and vision benefits to area employers and individuals. Smile, it's Mother's Day, brought to you by Dominion National. Lobatone, Scherzer steps out on deck, and Turner, bottom 5 in a 2-1 game. By the way, we just witnessed a 9-pitch, 9-strike 5th inning.
They call that the immaculate inning. On a guy that just had to do everything in his power to stay in the game. That's very impressive.
Mind over matter, and everything that matters, really. Max Scherzer. Jose Lobatone, strikeout victim number 4 2 innings ago. Velasquez has only struck out 1 since then, but he's had some ground ball outs. Two-0 pitch. Two-one to Lobatone.
You know, the pitches that frustrate you as a hitter. You work the count to 2-1. You get a fastball and you foul it off. You can see Jose after he did it. Wasn't happy.
Two-two. That ball skips in for a full count.
Might have caught a spike.
And that ball hit extremely hard out to right center. Lobatone's going to get an extra base hit out of this. His second of the year. And Jose is at second. 4 hits this year, a homer and a double.
You know, look at him get on top of this fastball. Just roll the wrist, split the gap perfectly in right center field. And you're wondering, is Jose going to try for 3? Right past Joe West into the gap, and Jose had to put the brakes on coming around second base. If Saunders bobbles that one more time, he's going. Lock him up. Now Max Scherzer trying to advance him to third. Great at bat by Jose Lobatone.
Max, 1 sacrifice this year, 30 in his career. Stassi really set to charge from first. And Scherzer's going to swing away. Fly ball to right. Right fielder going away from the play. Long throw, and the job is done. As Max Scherzer continues to amaze us tonight.
Of course, Jason Worth is the first one to give him a high five.
Why bunt?
I mean, he's just playing baseball. It's his day to play, man. You're not knocking him out of the game. He's going to go down, take a load off. Look at the curveball. That might have crossed up Andrew Knapp. Did you see him go for that? And Max Scherzer says, I ain't bunting. I almost left first time up. I'm going to move him with a fly ball. Jose Lobatone getting it to third base. And what else can you do for us tonight, Max? What else?
Well, I thought it might be the first time we see a curtain call after a fly ball.
Right.
Infield isn't all the way in against Trey Turner, but a big-time chance to tie the game right here. Target is inside edge. Turner High fly ball to left. It'll stay in the yard, but it'll tie the game. Altair throws it as hard as he can. Heck of a throw. 2-2 game. Scherzer's fly ball and Turner's teaming up.
Get him on, get him over, get him in. Good baseball by the Nats here in the 5th. Everybody fired up for Jose Lobaton, and how about Aaron Altair making this way closer than any of us thought it was going to be. Pretty good throw by the Phillies left fielder on what looked to be an easy sac fly.
Getting it done early in the count, Scherzer and Turner. Here's Chris Heising. Off speed, it's on the inside edge. And the take on the breaking ball, low and away, 1-2. Off speed and Heisey to center. And finally, Chris gets one to drop in. Sixth hit of the year. That gets Harper to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th.
A nice job of staying on that, staying through it. I'm telling you, you're seeing some inspired baseball here in the bottom of the 5th.
I mean, these guys want to run through a wall for their pitcher right now. As you mentioned, they got him back even, but they really want to get him ahead in this game, and Bryce is 2 for 2. Harper now 4 for 5 career with a homer, 4 RBIs against Vince Velasquez. '97. Flag's not moving at all here at 9:03 Eastern. Harper 5 hits, 4 RBIs in the series.
I like the way Bryce hits on his terms. Fixes his batting gloves, 1, 2. Grabs a bat, little half swing here. Then gets in the batter's box, sets his feet, and then the tap, tap, tap on the plate with the bat. 1, 2, 3. Hits his cleats. He's ready to go. Hit on your terms, not the pitcher's. So he'll get close to the box. Does it every time. Fix the pants. Glove. Glove. Grip. Half swing. Set the feet. Tap, tap, tap. Cleat. Go.
Somewhere Nomar Garcia-Parra is smiling.
I love it, man. If I was a kid playing wiffle ball, I'd do the same thing.
1-2, and Harper on a pitch away. 98. Staying alive like he did last time up. By the way, they got Velasquez just short of 90 pitches here.
Getting closer. He was on this one.
Unbelievable when he just lets go of that power, unleashes it. Target away. Harper stays alive again. Harper, right field line, base hit. Heisey heading for third. The ball comes out and Saunders can't handle it. And Bryce Harper has put the Nats on top. Scherzer and Harper willing this team to a 3-2 lead.
Inspired baseball, man. What an at-bat by Bryce. Fouls off some tough pitches, and then he gets the changeup and just laces it down the corner. This might have been close at the plate if Saunders fields this cleanly, but it's kind of kicking around down there, and he tries to barehand it. That allowed Bob Henley to send Chris Heisey, and Bryce Harper gives himself a standing ovation, and he should.
Bryce Harper now 2 RBIs behind Ryan Zimmerman for the league lead. And here comes Zim. 2 for 7 in the series with a couple batted in. Bryce Harper has 3 of the 5 Nationals hits.
I don't know what's happening Sunday Night Baseball today on ESPN, but it can't be better in this game.
No, I would say not with the Astros up 9-0 on the Yankees right now.
I mean, this is the game to watch.
Yankees beat them 11-6 this afternoon. The 0-1 to Zimmerman. Off speed on the front door. 2-1. Murphy on deck if the 5th inning continues. Pretty good numbers with runners in scoring position. Ryan 4 for 9 career, 4 RBIs against this right-hander who's about to throw his 96th pitch. Harper able to get a big lead here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch coming.
Tell you what, when Vince Velasquez learns to throw 94, 95, maybe 93, 95, and that curveball is nasty, and he can throw that for a strike anytime, he can be a real good pitcher. I mean, he's got great stuff. And maybe he learns he doesn't have to go max effort 99 right out of the gate. He'll last longer in games, he'll have better command, and he'll win a lot more baseball games. But he's got what it takes. He can be a good major league pitcher for a while.
3-2 to Zimmerman. Galvis circling around behind Harper. Not to be forgotten, back in that first inning, FP, when he came out firing, Bryce had a great at bat, got the 2-out hit. He had a chance for a 1-2-3 first inning until Bryce took care of that business. 2 walks later, 30 pitch inning.
Yeah, good point.
Vince Velasquez started this inning with 72 pitches. He's 2 short of 100. Great at bat, long at bat by Ryan Zimmerman. Now it's first and second. 2 down with Murphy coming in. 3rd walk of the night. Pitching coach Bob McClure. Nationals will observe Memorial Day Sunday the 28th, 2 weeks from today. Part of the Patriotic Series presented by SAIC. So join us at the ballpark. Nats Padres 135. Most of all, remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Daniel Murphy, 1 hit in this series, but he's been on base 4 times. Been sitting on 46 hits for a day or 2. That RBI total still great at 30. Zimmerman, Harper, and Murphy regularly for the last 2 weeks in the top 5 in the league. Runs batted in. Hard hit on the ground in front of Blanco, but he's got Bryce Harper right in front of him. So he'll make the tag. Bryce had to go. So the Nats come up big. Sac fly by Turner, double by Bryce. Max has a lead.
case you're just joining us, you missed it. Michael Saunders with a bullet off Max Scherzer's knee. And we were all wondering, I mean, is the season over? You want to get right down to it. Can't do what you want to accomplish without this guy. And he stays in the ball game. Not only stays in the game, goes immaculate 5th inning. 3-pitch see ya, 3-pitch see ya, 3-pitch see ya. And then with Jose Lobaton on second base, leadoff double, doesn't bunt, but hits a deep enough fly ball to right to advance Jose Lobaton, who'd scored a Trey Turner sac fly, and just continues to fire everybody up.
Max Scherzer, baseball player, back to his primary job. Top of the 6th, ball 1 to Saunders, who hit that ball off him. Target away. Ball 2.
It's so refreshing in sports. And it doesn't happen very often nowadays when a guy lives up to his contract. And it's hard for me to say he's worth every penny because I'm not signing his checks. But I'm sure we're all thinking that, right?
It's a pleasure to watch. At times amazing to watch every 5 days. Three and 2 now. Phillies box score. A couple of hits early. Altair hit by the pitch. Saunders hit Max with a line drive, and later in the inning, RBI singles by Brock Stassi and Andrew Knapp. Put the Phils on top 2-1, but not for long. Ball driven to deep center. Taylor has to watch it. It's going to hit off the wall. And Michael Saunders has had 2 big swings against Max Scherzer. Tying run, second base, nobody out.
This one had tons of backspin. It was staying in the air a lot longer than I thought. Watch him just swing down through that, create a lot of backspin, and had that little carry late. And you're thinking, is this going to get out of here? Great swing again by Michael Saunders. This will show you what I'm talking about. Watch how long this ball stays in the air with the backspin right off the middle of the Geico sign. Good play by Michael Taylor to get it back in quick.
Andres Blanco now looking to at least advance the runner. That's playing him to pull, but Rendon has to stay home near third.
I think they're still having trouble with the signs. You remember last time when they talked it over, Saunders was on second base same way as right now.
It's only Jose Lobaton's 10th game of the entire season so far. That ball driven to left center. It's going to tie the game. Back-to-back hits by Saunders and Blanco. 3-3 game.
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't think it coming into this series, but the Phillies at 14 and 20, the Nats at 23 and 13. If you just let your mind wander and think this was a postseason series between these two teams, these games have been amazing, all of them. I mean, they're just back and forth, 1 run, 2 run, one team coming from behind, leaving the other team out there, walking each other off. They've been close games. They've been entertaining. Sometimes teams match up good with each other, but these two, when they lock horns, the games have been exciting to say the least.
An incredible quirk in the schedule has the Nats and the Phillies playing each other tonight for the 12th time this year. That's 12 out of 35 for the Phillies, more than a third of their games. 12 out of 37 for the Nats. Brock Stassi has had 2 great APs. Base hits the other way. Lobatone moving inside. Pitch right in there. Zimmerman to short for one. Turner has to go back and retouch, and that cost him the double play.
Dusty's saying hold on. That was close at first. Pretty athletic play by Trey Turner to catch the throw that was way inside. Get back to the bag, step on it in traffic, and give a firm feed back to Ryan Zimmerman. Watch Turner's footwork. Boom, boom. Get it back to Zimmerman, close at first. This will show you. Looks safe to me. Is Dusty going with the headphone sign here?
Nope. 3-6 on the fielder's choice. First out of the inning. Freddie Galvis is next. Talked to Ryan about playing first base the other day. He's now over a year into this, and he tells me he's really feeling things happening automatically for him now, as far as the footwork and all that. Shoulder still bugs him at times on throws, but he's feeling very much at home over there. Bang bang play. Catch it, wheel, and fire. Two and 0.
It's number 97 coming from Max. I would imagine that knee, shin, whatever region he was hit in, is getting real tight.
Nissan pitch cast.
Nasty change.
Two-one pitch with one out. Three-two with one out. Stassi holding, and a base hit. Phillies 3 hits in the inning.
Might get a little call to the bullpen after that one. We'll see what Mike Maddox and Dusty Baker do. Mike asking him, what do you want?
And Farova, that's bullpen coach, answering at the other end. Here's the number 8 hitter, Andrew Knapp, who already has an RBI single. Looks like Matt Grace is up out there.
Couple of good sliders to start this at-bat up. Remember, Andrew Knapp had a base hit last time on a fastball.
Max trying to get the second out. They have a pinch hitter on deck for Velasquez. And they have Luis Garcia already hot in their bullpen. No balls and 2 strikes here.
Three sliders.
Nava, the on deck guy, switch hitter. Scherzer with a called 3rd strike. Down in the zone to the inside edge, his 8th K of the night.
Missed his spot, but got the call. Right on the black, too close to take. Big second out here in the 6th with the go-ahead potential run. On second base, Mike Maddox checking on his right-hander.
Nava's been announced. So Max at 104 on the pitch count, 72 strikes. Due to bat 4th in the bottom of the 6th if it gets that far.
Little mini scouting report for Daniel Nava.
3 for 12 career against Max. Luis Garcia. Up the middle, trouble, but Turner keeps it on the infield. There's a play at home, but Turner threw to 3rd, and they still get the runner. How about that? 6-5-2, and Brock Stassi nailed at the plate.
I mean, give Anthony Rendon tons of credit. What a play by Trey Turner, ranging up the middle, selling out for his right-hander. And then the relay by Anthony Rendon, the tag at home, and are they going to look at it? And Max Scherzer was the umpire, and he rung up the runner at home with an emphatic out call. And I think they're going to check it.
Unless it's a rest stop for Joe West.
I think it's a rest stop. Look at the effort by Trey Turner. Backdoor at 3rd. One hop. Watch Anthony Rendon get rid of it. Sidearm sling and the great tag by Jose Lobaton to get the out at home. Unbelievable. defensive plays of the year considering the situation. You lost the first game of the doubleheader, 3-3 ball game. You got your ace out there. Look at Trey Turner on the second base side. Instincts, gets up and tries to backdoor Stassi. And watch Max Scherzer play home plate umpire right here and ring up Brock Stassi. Got him.
All in. Crazy play, a base hit. And then it goes 6-5-2 with a tag. And we go bottom 6, tie game. Rendon, Taylor, Lobaton. That was Max Scherzer's 105th pitch on an amazing, courageous evening. Rendon 0 for 2, couple of grounders. Luis Garcia in for the Phillies.
I mean, the range on that play alone by Trey Turner might have been the most impressive thing, although how many times does a third baseman spin inside and make that throw to home on a throw from up the middle?
Strike call. Anthony Rendon 1 for 4 career against the 30-year-old right-hander Luis Garcia.
This game's had it all, hasn't it?
And how? Four hits in the inning, and the Phillies got 1 run. Three and 2 now.
It's snowing K's. Nats take on the Mariners Wednesday, May 24th. Thanks to Coca-Cola, first 25,000 fans take home a Max Scherzer snow globe commemorating his 20 strikeout game. Visit Marshalls.com/promotions right now.
Rendon is aboard to lead off the 6th.
Boy, that first base dugout would love to get Max a run right here.
Taylor and Lobaton 7 and 8 coming up. Michael A. Taylor happy to see anybody other than Vasquez, who struck him out swinging twice. Michael 1 for 6 with a walk career against Garcia. And after ball 1, here comes the pitching coach.
I honestly think if Major League Baseball wants to speed up the pace of play, they have to do something about trips to the mound. Whether it's catchers, coaches, doesn't matter.
Agreed.
I mean, you feel like you could take care of some things between innings. Other matters are more urgent, you understand. But I guess when you watch 2 games in one day and you see 14 trips to the mound, kind of hits home a little more, right?
Yes, sir. Rendon off with a great jump. No contest. Second of the year for Anthony. Second base, nobody out.
A big stolen base, like you said, great jump. Tough task to ask Michael Taylor to move him now with 2 strikes, but if he does, It really set the stage for Jose Lobaton. Aggressive base running by Anthony Rendon. I love it.
Counts 1-2. That ball bouncing in front of Knapp.
Good block, kept it in front, kept Anthony Rendon at second.
Nats box. Waiting for that big inning. Had 3 hits and a walk in that 5th, highlighted by the Lobaton double, the Scherzer fly, the Turner sac fly, Heisey and Harper with hits. Taylor swing and a miss. Now Jose Lobaton. We'll see who steps out on deck behind him.
Kind of depends on what happens here, I think. Max Scherzer going to stand out there while Dusty Baker decides. Do you burn Adam Lind right here?
Defoe right next to him. Dusty sure likes to save Adam for later in the game as a rule.
First things first.
And that's Lobaton getting to a 2-0 count.
I mean, if he gets on, you can't pitch around Lind. I don't think you pitch around Lind even if Jose doesn't get on, because Trey Turner's swinging the bat well. You could go for the right-on-right matchup. Either way, Dusty Baker's putting all his chips in the middle right here to get Max Scherzer the win. And his ball club too, but based on what's happened here tonight.
Goodwin, Lind, and Defoe. Lobaton launches one to right center. And Herrera is in front of the wall to make the catch. Ball seems to be going nowhere tonight. We've seen some well-hit balls come up way short. 2 down.
A little breezy all of a sudden too. That ball was hit high over the scoreboard and the wind held it up. He hit that well. Like a little cut fastball in. He put a good swing on it, and I think he thought he got it.
Ryan Goodwin will get the call.
And the reason I said burn Adam Lind, he likes to have him late. He likes to have his lefty off a closer. And all of the potential closers for the Phillies are right-handed. The reason I said burn him, Carp, is because you might have pitched around him to get to Trey Turner, and then you take the bat out of his hands, and you really don't even get to use him.
So Max Scherzer done after 6 long innings, 105 pitches. Matt Grace will take over in the top of the 7th as Goodwin tries to put the Nats on top and possibly give Max a win. One to Goodwin. Looked like he checked. Chris Siegel agrees.
Chris Siegel needs to ump at AT&T Park in a night game.
Goodwin, left field line. That ball moving away from Altair, and he can't get it. It's fair, and the Nats take the lead. Brian Goodwin delivers. First RBI of the year.
Look at Max Scherzer, first guy to congratulate Anthony Rendon. And he stands to be the winner now in the clutch 2-out double off the bat of Brian Goodwin. And the way we could see it up here developing, it just kept slicing away from Altair. Altair is one of the better defensive outfielders in the National League. He got a great arm. He can really go get him. He's a Gold Glove winner potentially. So for that to drop is huge. Clutch knock, high five from Bob Henley, 4-3 Nats.
Pitching change with Trey Turner coming in. And the Nats. Well, these teams are trading punches, aren't they?
Yep.
If you need expert printing, the UPS store has you covered. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. Maybe another run would help as we get to Trey Turner, top of the order. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances with confidence. Brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. So Eric Fedde, the Nats' top pitching prospect, last started Thursday. The Nats have a TBA attached to their Wednesday starting slot in Pittsburgh. We shall see. Trey Turner 0 for 2, but he reached on an error on a hard hit ball and hit a sac fly. And he's up there, takes it up and away. Turner 0 for 1 against the 24-year-old right-hander Edubray Ramos.
A fastball, slider, two-pitch guy, fastball 94.
Brad Goodwin, great speed at second base, just got his 6th big league RBI, first of this year. Turner in full gear on 2-0 for 94. Whoa. Andy Fletcher making it 2-2 with that call. Trey had given up on it.
This is not even close to the box.
Wow. 2-2. Well, Trey figured I better be hacking on that. High in the air to right. Saunders under it. But thanks to the walk, the Rendon steal, and the Goodwin pinch hit, the Nats have given Max Scherzer a chance to win. A lot of work for the bullpen ahead.
Bullpen here in the 7th inning. That's a unit that the Nationals manager has gotten a lot of questions about over the last few weeks, and those questions persisted this afternoon after the Nationals bullpen blew a lead. Sean Kelly getting that blown save in the 9th inning. Dusty was asked whether the Nationals are looking outside the organization right now for a possible trade to bring in a new reliever. He said, you're always looking for a possible trade, but nobody's trading away top relievers at this point. Sometimes you have no choice but to have patience. He said, no one's going to just hand us a lockdown closer this early on when really no teams are truly out of contention just yet. He said we have to look from within right now, and that's what he's going to continue to do, guys, over the next few weeks. Call on the guys that he currently has out there in the bullpen, and at least for tonight, Dusty said he would like to stay away from Sean Kelly and Coda Glover, both newly activated off the DL, and both have gone now back-to-back days, with each of them going in Game 1 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, pretty hard for knee-jerk reaction type folks to understand, but can you ever remember a deal for a closer in May? No. Not going to happen. Coons.com sideline report. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
Is he out?
That ball had to hit him, didn't it?
He's out.
Total change of direction. And Hernandez should be out, 2 unassisted on a bunt.
You know, that's the risk you take on a base hit bunt when you run out of the box. If the ball hits you in fair territory, you're out.
Be McCannon out of his dugout.
See where it hits him. Yeah, that's in fair territory, and hit him in the knee.
Here's one of those things that appear to be pretty obvious, but you always get a little nervous when the whole crew gets together.
Well, I think this is old school. Can you guys talk about it kind of thing? I'm looking at my reviewable plays cheat sheet here, and I don't see out of the batter's box a bunt hitting a guy. As far as being reviewable, now Joe West going to talk to Pete McCannon.
I tell you who made a very emphatic call was Alan Porter down toward first base. Play right in front of Andy Fletcher. Is he going to ask for a crew chief review here?
I don't think it's reviewable, Carp. You'd have to have a camera straight over home plate looking straight down to see if he was out of the box.
Well, they're going to get one.
I mean, I don't know how you overturn that. I don't know how you can tell where he is. I mean, is that fair? I can't tell where the line is there.
That didn't take long.
No charge is not reviewable, Joe West said.
Thank you, Joe.
Not charging him with a challenge. It's not reviewable. They just went to check if it was reviewable, and if they had my cheat sheet, they would have known.
So evidently they got the answering machine that said, sorry, that is not reviewable. Call cannot go through.
Well, I think Dusty wants to say, hey, that's a challenge. If he doesn't know that it's not reviewable and he asks you to get under the headset, that should be a challenge, is his contention, I believe.
And as we play here in the 7th inning, the ballpark is coming alive with a pretty stiff breeze coming in from left field, like it did all afternoon. So here's Matt Grace against Odubel Herrera. He goes up swinging. That ball hit him in the foot.
He's out. He's out of the box.
Herrera 0 for 3 against Matt Grace. He's got some right-handed batters to deal with after this.
Where'd the backswing? Did it get Jose Lobaton? Got the ball.
Ground ankle bat.
That's the 0-2 count. He hit it twice.
Into left. Chris Izey under it. Has to keep coming because that wind's knocking it down. 2 outs.
You know how I know the wind's picking up again? You're like one of those wind cone airport landing indicators. You just start sneezing when it starts blowing in. That's how I know.
That's bullpen. A lot of innings pitched, no matter what, way over 100 already. In the losses, the earned run average is hard to talk about, as is the opponent's batting average. Here's Aaron Altair against Matt Grace, 1 for 1 with a single.
My thing with the bullpen is, and it has to change, is it's not that they're blowing saves or giving up runs, it's how it's happening. You go through stretches throughout the course of the season when, you know, you blow saves, you don't get the job done, you get ahead of hitters 1-2, you make a nasty pitch, they hit it out, they hit in the gap. But when you consistently don't throw strike one and you fall behind hitters, you give the hitters advantages. That's how it's been happening lately. So, you know, if you're aggressive in the strike zone, you get ahead and you get beat, that's one thing. But if you continue to fall behind and you get beat, I think that's correctable, and you're hoping that it is. Jacob Turner's never had a problem with that. He's always in the strike zone, getting ahead. And to me, out of the bullpen, that's key number one. Strike one, announce your presence, get ahead, have the hitter on the defensive, not feeling comfy in a 2-0 count.
Matt Grace now goes 3-1 on Altair. He would likely stay in if he loses his batter. Left-handed Saunders on deck.
And Dusty between games talking about location. I think that's what he means. You know, locate some pitches early in the count, get ahead, and make life easier on everybody.
Fair ball, it appears, but did that hit him in the foot? That ball had a lot of heat on it. If he thinks it hit him, sure didn't slow it down. And Altair is going to stand in the batter's box and be thrown out on a ball that was just over the third base bag fair. FP, you've seen 1,000 foul balls. When did they ever go that fast when they hit a guy in the leg? Hardly ever.
Well, if it hit him in the foot.
We're going to see about this as McCannon comes out.
It's a foul ball. There's been so much going on in this game, hasn't there? Looked like it redirected off the outside of his foot. And Aaron Altair hustles. I got to believe he would have ran. Batted ball hitting runner is non-reviewable, but I don't know if that means batted ball hitting batter. I think that should be challengeable. Let's see. No? Negative.
Let's all go to commercial, shall we?
My brain needs a break.
Time to stretch. We're going to stretch our heads up here. Broadcast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. Batten down the hatches. We have a zephyr blowing through the ballpark right now. FP losing all of his paperwork. Things are a little more stable down in Woodbridge. Nationals, the Potomac Nationals, in town through Thursday. Dollar Monday, Deuces Wild Tuesday, Winning Wednesday, College Night Fits Parties on Thursday. PotomacNationals.com or 703-590-2311.
The little girl singing AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long. I love it. So I have a question for you, Carp.
All right.
Why can't that play be reviewable? I mean, it was obvious that Aaron Altera hit it off his foot. It's not reviewable. It's not Joe West's fault. That's just the rules, and he's following them.
Yeah.
But why can't you review this?
Well,
I mean, look, it hit him in the foot. His pant leg moved.
Yeah.
It's video evidence that it was a foul ball off his foot. See his pant move? So why can't you review that? I don't get it.
the only thing I can come up with, FP, is that they have to limit the number at some point of plays that can be reviewed, or else we'll be here forever. But in that case, they didn't get it right.
But I mean, if the object is to get it right, that's why we have replay.
I know.
Just, you know, something to talk about after hour 8 on the air. I just feel like that should be reviewable.
Hey, Dubre Ramos, 6 pitches, 4 strikes to get Trey Turner. He's gone 1-1 now on Chris Heisey, who's 0 for 3 against him career. Bryce Harper, a perfect night. 3 hits, 2 RBIs. 4-3 Nationals, bottom of the 7th. So Grace took care of those 3 of the 9 outs yet to get. And the count's 2-2. Wind is really whipping in from the north right now. Ballpark's going to play even bigger on the left side. Heisey stays with the off speed to foul it off. By the way, Matt Grace did that on just 8 pitches. Jacob Turner continues to throw with Saunders, Blanco, and Stassi due up. We could see Grace start the 8th. Swing and a miss as Heisey couldn't get down to get it.
The right fielder, Bryce.
Here comes Bryce. 1 for 2 against Ramos with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that happened in the 9th inning here. The walk-off last evening. High strike. Bryce now. This game has gone from 372 up to 387. On base percentage is back over 500. At 503. Slugging percentage is up to 758. This one, left field line. What's the wind going to do to it? Maybe help Altair to get there. Foul ground, 2 outs.
The first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Well, it was technically Mother's Day because it was 1:42 in the morning back in '07 on a Volkswagen moment in history. The Nats went into the bottom of the 9th against the Marlins, down 3-2. They scored 5 runs, and that's a walk-off grand slam for Zimmerman. That's when the legend began. We had 3 hours and 30 minutes of rain at RFK that night, and the Nats won it 7-3 on Ryan Zimmerman's amazing grand slam. Memory serves me correctly, the year before that against the Yankees and Jin-Ming Wong, Ryan hit his first walk-off career. And they had a guy named Rivera hot in the bullpen. 1-1 pitch.
He didn't amount to anything.
I remember the Nets took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, and it was like we won the World Series. There was everything but a parade. But we took our small victories where we could get them back then. 2-1 to Ryan, 0 for 1 with a pair of walks tonight. Left side, cut off by Blanco. Quick inning for Ramos, who comes out of their bullpen and retires 4 straight. How will the Nats bullpen do in the 8th? Straight ahead. Saunders leading off. He gets at least one more batter here. The countdown is on. 6 outs to get.
Well, it's some big outs right now. Hernandez leading off, 1-run ball game. You got to get the leadoff hitter out. You got guys that can move them along behind him. So once again, it's up to the bullpen in game 2, and we'll see if they're up to the task. But right now, got to get the leadoff guy out.
That's by 1 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. So here's Saunders. Grace misses inside. Michael Saunders 1 for 1 with a base hit against Matt. Two and 0.
You know what? I missed a whole inning on my scorecard in the second game of a doubleheader. Just total ADD on that one. I thought Hernandez was leading off. My bad. So much going on last inning. I forgot to mark it down. That's awful.
3-0 pitch, and Matt Grace misses 4 times in a row inside on Saunders. Leadoff walk. So Blanco a switch hitter, and then Stassi a switch hitter. We'll see how Dusty handles this sequence. Nats Road Ahead, driven by your local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyFirst.com. Tuesday at the Berg against the Pirates. Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday at Getaway Day game before we move on to Atlanta. Make a special note of the 4 o'clock game on Saturday. Kind of a short road trip compared to the last one, at least that long one the Nats went on, and back home. After that against Seattle and San Diego. There's Blanco, strike 1. Andres Blanco 1 for 2 career against Matt.
Blanco felt something taking that pitch right there in his hip, trying to shake out his legs.
Yeah, a guy who doesn't play every day, getting his 4th at bat tonight. There's Tommy Joseph for Stassi next. That's why the Nats have Jacob Turner ready. Grace gets a chopper. It stays fair. Lobaton squares up. And Zimmerman over into foul ground to take the throw. That happened fast, and that's a big first out.
You're wondering if Pete Mackanin was going to bunt Blanco. He didn't. It turns out to be as good as a bunt. It's a tying run in scoring position with 1 out here in the 8th, but nifty footwork by Ryan Zimmerman across the bag on the throw from Jose Lobaton. Watch Zimmerman as the throw kind of crosses the runner. Blanco way in on the grass, and watch the footwork, drag it across the base. Not a problem. Nice play. Jose Lobaton negotiating a bat, a quick runner. I think Blanco's helmet fell off. All kinds of stuff going on.
So Matt Grace gets the Nats 4 outs, and Turner will get the call as they've announced Tommy Joseph to hit and play first base for Brock Stassi. Pretty good job by Grace. in all night long. Still smiling. Mom will say, remember our first doubleheader? Happy Mother's Day. Hanging with her boys. Now to the action between the lines, where Turner will face Tommy Joseph, who's 0 for 2 career against him.
Jacob Turner, fastball, slider, curveball change. Fastball averaging 95. Look at lefties hitting just 167 against Turner. Righties a little bit better. Actually a lot better, 314. Reverse splits for Jacob Turner.
Yeah, so maybe Pete Mackanin felt pretty good about this matchup. Bringing in Joseph, knowing Dusty would move to the righty. Tommy Joseph, a good series. 3 for 7, a homer, 2 RBIs, a walk. Fastball inside. Yeah, his bat has really come alive. He had a horrendous start to the season. Monstrous opposite field homer here last night. That was actually this afternoon. They're starting to run together. RBI double last night that he pulled.
He didn't miss a whole inning on your scorecard, though.
Now the wind dying down again, at least with the big flags out and left. 1-1 pitch. Jammed him. Straight back out of play. Here comes the breeze again. Two and two with the tying run at second base. Contact man Freddie Galvis on deck. Might have been ball 4. Turner pounding Joseph inside here.
Some serious jamage. If you look at pitch cast, everything off the plate in.
Ad Neshek is our old friend John McLaren. Out the bullpen with him.
One of the best managerial snaps in Nationals history against the White Sox after Jim Riggleman shut it down. He was the interim manager before Davey Johnson was hired in Anaheim. But in the meantime, the Nats went to Chicago and he lost it. I can't remember what it was, but it was an epic snap.
Still has the greatest winning percentage of any Nats manager, 667.
You remember it though, right?
2 out of 3. Yeah, I'll pull out the book here in a minute if I can.
He lost it. It was awesome.
That was some kind of weekend. And he walks Joseph. Turner does. 2 on via the walk here in the 8th inning. 30,137 paid tonight.
I mean, you know when a team's not hitting and it kind of snowballs and guys are pressing, they're not picking up runners on third, less than 2 outs. They're not driving in runs. You feel like that's the case right now with the bullpen, right? Maybe pressing a little bit, everybody collectively, like a team that's not hitting. Are you digging in the archives over there?
Yeah.
Did you find it?
I'm got the right weekend, just having a hard time finding it. Kind of worried about Freddie Galvis more than John McLaren right now. 2-1. A strike he threw, and it's in the gap in left center. 1 run is scored. Saunders, Joseph to third. They'll send him. Play at the plate. Good throw, but late. And the Nats bullpen has given up another lead. 5-4 Phillies. 2 walks and a hit.
We got 2-1 count. Freddie Galvis ahead in the driver's seat, gets a 2-seamer and drives it in the gap in left center. So a walk to Tommy Joseph, falling behind to Freddie Galvis. And all that stuff Max Scherzer went through tonight for naught.
Again. And then Galvis third on the throw. Infield in. It is a triple now, we're told. Swing and a miss by Andrew Knapp. So one of those runs charged to Grace after his walk. And then a walk and a double against Turner. Outside. I think Ray Knight said it very well after the first game today. Ray said it's a great offense, but they can't have to score 7 or 8 every night. Sometimes 3 runs has to win you a game. Sometimes 4 runs, like tonight, has to win you a game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul tip, strike 2, and Jose Lobaton took that one. Dusty mixing and matching every way he can think possible. That's right in there for the strikeout. 2 down. Ty Kelly will be the pinch hitter. That's in there. Counts even. 1-1. In the air to left. Chris Heisey. Phillies, 2 men walked, 2 men scored. And now it's a 5-4 game into the bottom of the 8th. Two innings. 5-4 Phillies, bottom of the 8th. MLB.TV Premium back better than ever. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Free subscription as well to At Bat Premium, the #1 live baseball app. Blackout other restrictions apply. MLB.TV. Check it out. Here's Pat Neshek. Sidewinding right-hander who pitched 2/3 of an inning last night. He came in to get Ryan Zimmerman on a fly ball and then got Daniel Murphy looking. So he'll face Murphy leading off. Daniel 0 for 5 career against him. And Tommy Joseph stays in to play first base.
Yeah, fastball slider change. Fastball average is 90. Plays up from what you see on the gun because of his sneaky quick delivery.
Neshek, veteran guy, trying to set things up for, you would think, Hector Neris, who threw only 10 pitches in getting the save this afternoon. Murphy a swing and a miss, 1 out, 8th inning. They pitched Daniel Murphy well. He's 1 for 9 in the series with 2 walks and hit by a pitch.
The more you see Pat Neshek, the more you like. I mean, he just comes in throwing strikes, goes right after you. And he might as well be throwing 95. Looks like a tough at bat.
Here's Anthony Rendon, who's 1 for 3 career against him. Oliver Perez. Rare that we're in game 3 of a series and he has not appeared. But he hasn't pitched against the Phils this weekend. Switch here in a lefty. Starting off the 9th for the Phils, and Hernandez and Herrera. Strike 2. Frisbee outside, 2-2.
Yeah, I think as a hitter, when you're facing a guy like this, you just got to start earlier than early. Meaning, you know, you usually have your keys when to start your swing, your load, getting ready to hit. But against a guy like this, you just start it a lot earlier than they think you should.
Rendon gets started early, and he's got a base hit. Second of the series. The Nats had only had one hit since Bryce Harper's RBI double back in the 5th. So Rendon on for the second time tonight.
A good at-bat, 2-strike hitting. See him get those hands ready early, catch the ball out in front, little 5.5 hole action. And Anthony Rendon with a stolen base in the 6th. We'll see if he thinks about it here in the 8th, down by 1.
Immaculate Taylor has struck out swinging 3 times tonight. 0 for 1 career against Pat Neshek. Long ball left field. Heading to the pole. Home run! It hit the fair pole. And the Nats are back on top. Into the teeth of that wind goes Michael A. Taylor.
Hey, look at him, he's almost embarrassed that he just hit a 2-run jack to put his ball club ahead. So humble, so quiet. But such a big blow in this one. And Carp, you called it going to break. These two teams are trading punches. It's just high highs, low lows. These 2 games have been a roller coaster, and here we go again.
Michael A. Taylor, 5th hit of the series. His 2nd home run of the year. Crowd acting like they want a curtain call here. Nationals back on top 6-5. Here's Lobaton. He goes up hacking.
I mean, strap the seatbelt on and get on the roller coaster with us. Look at him, almost knee to the ground. Michael A. Taylor, a classic swing going down and getting it. And that was against traffic. The wind's blowing in from left. He hit the tar out of that ball, and it barely got out of here.
Yeah. Yards playing big.
Way to go, Michael A. Taylor.
1-1 to Lobaton. Late swing, strike 2.
DC Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for every home run a Nats player hits this season. Lexus, experience amazing. That was amazing.
That changed a few things in the bullpen, such as Perez sitting down and Matt Albers getting up.
Been an entertaining day, hasn't it?
So Albers would face Hernandez hitting left, Herrera, the left-handed batter, and then Altair. There's Adam Lind on deck, so he's guaranteed an AB in this inning. Two-two pitch. Lobaton hanging in there. Out of the blue comes Michael A. Taylor. Ballpark was quiet. Not anymore.
33-degree launch angle, 98.5 on your FM dial, 364 feet of go-ahead Tater.
And I've got it 100% of the pole. 2-2. Lobaton takes an off-speed pitch.
A Michael A. Tater.
And the count is 4. Three-two. Lobaton pulls one. 2 down. Adam Lind, swing as hard as you can. Make some contact.
You tell him, Bob.
Yeah, be giving advice to a guy who, as a pinch hitter, on the year is 7 for 12.
Yeah, leave him alone. You haven't given him advice to this point.
Yeah,
just let him hit. But I'm with you. He always lets it go. I love watching this guy play.
Michael A. Tater.
Unbelievable numbers. 3 of the 7 have left the yard. Lind against Neshek career. 3 for 5. All right, to the 9th we go. Rendon a base hit with 1 out. Michael A. Taylor high drive right into the screen of what they should call the fair pole down the left field line. Watching it, bang, Nats lead 6-5. Ball on Masson, brought to you by University of Maryland, University College, and by American Standard Heating and Air. Go to midatlanticcomfort.com for special offers and to find a dealer near you. Masson trawler on its way past the ballpark here as we go top 9, pardon me. Hernandez, Herrera, and Altair, Matt Alber's opponents in a 1-run game.
Yeah, 14th appearance for Matt. See the ERA, the strikeout to walks, very impressive. Righty's hitting just .097 against the Nats right-hander. So 2-seam fastball slider, couple of pitches, a lot of arm side run on the fastball.
Hernandez 1 for 2 against Matt Albers. Nats have kept the leadoff man off base until this point. 0 for 4 tonight. Strike 1 on the foul.
Not taking a strike, coming up hacking.
There's that swing back fastball, but it stays inside. To his right and in. Murphy scoops it. Zimmerman picks it. Well played on both ends. At least for now, out number 1.
I'll tell you what, if Zim held the base there, that's a heck of a play. Daniel Murphy had to come get it. Hernandez can fly. And if you're Pete Mackanin, you have to challenge this regardless of what the clubhouse is telling you this time of game. And I think he kept his foot on. Look at Dusty Baker in the background, giving the outside. Murph getting rid of it quick. Was his foot on the base is all you have to look at. It was. They're going to challenge and they're going to lose. Watch this. It's the right play by Pete Mackanin. You have to challenge it. Great play by Daniel Murphy. Great play by Ryan Zimmerman. Huge first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, against a very fast runner.
Listen to the crowd. They'll tell you it's on the big screen right now.
They like it.
This one will really tell you.
So Alan Porter made the call. He's joined by the crew chief, Joe West. Crowd really likes it now.
Yeah, there's a foot on the back. That's all you need to see is the foot. There it is. Survey says take the headphones off. We've been here long enough today.
1 out.
Big out. Great play.
And again, Ryan Zimmerman starting to be instinctive over there at first base like he used to be at third.
Well, so is Daniel Murphy at second. You remember he played third in New York. He played first in New York. He played first here last year. But he's reminded me a lot of Jeff Kent as a second baseman. Jeff Kent wasn't known for his defense, but he made all the routine plays. And he hit a whole heck of a lot. And Daniel Murphy is getting better every day at second base.
Here's Odubel Herrera. Matt Albers gets ahead of Herrera, 1 for 4 tonight. And in the series, 2 for 10. A bat drop on ball 1. There's Aaron Altair, who faced off against Albers last Sunday in Philly. And a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. WB Mason hosting our Nets extra post game from the ballpark. Johnny and Ray when this one's over. Hoping to be talking about a split of the doubleheader and a series win.
I mean, the way the elements are here, wind is gusting in from left. That's where you're beating me tonight. I know Michael A. Taylor just hit the foul pole with one, but I'm making a left-hander beat me that way. You know, the opposite field home run ain't what it used to be, but tonight with the wind blowing in, it definitely is.
Yeah, nothing away to Herrera yet in this AB. Lobaton wants it upstairs. Ball 2. Swing! A foul tip and a strikeout. 2 down. Well, it comes down to this. The matchup that went the Phillies' way last Sunday, and Matt Albers hoping to get his evens.
Little run back fastball, had a lot of plate, but it also had a lot of movement and some hair on it. Big second out. Odubel trying to leave with 2 strikes. Matt Albers strikes him out, and here we go. Phillies' best hitter, hottest hitter versus Matt Albers. 1 more out.
Shortstop. And a save for Matt Albers on 1 pitch to the guy who went deep against him on 1 pitch last Sunday. The Nats gain a split, still haven't lost a doubleheader in 7 years, and they win the series, taking this one 6-5.
I mean, that's just impressive, picking yourself up off the mat. Everything that happened in the first game, you're thinking it again, and Immaculate Taylor comes up clutch with a 2-run home run after Anthony Rendon singled to give the Nats the win. Way to go, Matt Albers.
Big time save for Matt. A 1-2-3 ninth, and Taylor, the offensive hero. Well done.